I think I see where it's going, this one, E.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to Puck It. I'm Walmart Mac Miller.
I'm Stone Betts.
And I'm Sweatpant Jesus.
And I'm BETZKY.
Thanks, you guys, for joining. This is powered by Betting News. Please go check us out. Go to their Twitter, website, and also follow us on Twitch to get all of our updated stuff. Oh, tuning in from the car. That's loyalty right there. That's loyalty.
Let's go.
I'm kind of tuning in from the car.
Yeah, that's right. We got SPJ live from the bus. How does it feel?
Let's go. So good, dude. I was just telling you guys before we got started. It's been a long process, but we're finally almost there. So this will be my background for the foreseeable future, that when we stream, I'll be coming at you guys live. These backgrounds will change, but my face will stay the same. So
that's awesome. Man. Good for you guys. That's great.
Oh yeah.
How we feeling today, boys? We're what are we down to the last 4 days of the season here?
Yeah, it's crazy. I cannot believe it's already almost over.
I know, man. Mm-hmm. It happens every year. You get so excited in October to get everything rolling, and then at least we've still got a bunch of playoffs to go. It's going to be very exciting next 6 weeks, but it is always sad to turn the page on the regular season ending. But
yeah. No more teams playing the Ducks for all those juicy shots on gold props.
The Red Panthers games or Senators
got
games.
Hopefully they get Panthers still.
Yes, this is true. Those bastards. I'm hoping hopefully somebody else joins them, but I might be drowning in some nice Islander piss as of tomorrow. But I did see that the Penguins were like minus 500 or more. So, hey, maybe I get lucky with the curse and the Blackhawks will pull out a W today. But Haglin, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining.
Gavin.
What's up, Gav?
Man? Thanks for stopping by, bro.
You guys just joined at a decent time here, right? So normally we play a game. Today we're going to have a little bit more of a discussion than a game. And we're going to go through the four main trophies that are given out at the end of the year and just see who everybody thinks deserves which one. First one, I was really going to do 3. I'm doing 4 because the one is just an obvious, which we'll do first. I mean, I kind of think we all know who's going to win this. And I mean, I don't really think there's any sort of a topic of conversation here unless anybody has anything different to say.
Roman Josi.
I mean, Connor McDavid.
It's McJesus to the moon. I mean, I can't. I don't. If he doesn't win, I'm not going to ever watch hockey ever again.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense if he doesn't win. The guy is just unbelievable. Shout out McDavid for cashing the season total for me. John Scott. That's great. I remember when he was the captain of the All-Star team that one year.
Yeah, that was a disaster.
Remember that?
He was on the Coyotes, and then we traded him to Montreal because he was winning the fan vote, and then Montreal buried him in the AHL to hopefully not allow him to be in the All-Star.
Oh, wow.
They still got in.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He had like a hat trick too, if I remember.
Yeah, they were just passing him the puck, and goalies were just letting him score, and it was awesome.
That's great. All right, so we'll go into more of a better conversation. Who do you guys got for the Calder? I have one in mind, but I'll let you guys go first.
I'll let you two take it.
It's hard not
to
BETZKY. Want Beniers. I mean, he's really been kind of their 1C, 2C. I mean, his point total isn't eye-popping or anything, and I actually like our guy on the Yotes, Matthias Michalli, quite a bit as far as just what he's been able to do with less games. He's a little bit older, though, where Matty is more of kind of that true rookie, playing a hard position. I mean, he's exposed out there. It's not like he's getting sheltered minutes. He's kind of doing it all. Not the best season for kind of all-star looking rookies, but he's really kind of turned that team around, and I think a lot of their success can be put on the fact that he's been a huge anchor for them. There's another sneaky one too. I want to see if anybody's thinking what I'm thinking. But
I'm with you. I think it's Beniers too. I mean, the kid's really shown his stuff. He's a big kid too, and he's been a little bit all around. He can score, he can assist, he can pass. So I like him personally. Nobody else stuck out in my mind too, so I'm interested to see who the other one was. But how about one of you two? What do you guys got, Stoney or SPJ?
I'm looking at the lines here, just of like what's available. Obviously, Beniers is super juiced at -175 or -750 to win. So
yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, this is on FanDuel I'm looking at right now. Stuart Skinner's next, +750. I think we might actually talk about him later, possibly.
yeah.
I'm just looking down the list here. One that kind of sticks out to me for crazy value. I mean, Beniers is going to win, right? Like, probably going to happen. But for some value, for a little sprinkle, Wyatt Johnston +3,400 from the Stars. I mean, he's been playing really well lately. I don't have a bunch of numbers to back this up. I'm just kind of looking at the odds and the value here because I mean, Beniers is going to win, but I feel like he's fitting really nicely with the Stars. They're going to make the playoffs. Yeah, I kind of like that value there. I mean, your guy as well on the Yotes is +2,000. BETZKY. I mean, that probably is a decent sprinkle too. Yeah. So, Stoney, what do you think, man?
You guys kind of talked about all the big names, all the names worth mentioning. Another one, maybe Logan Thompson of the Knights. He was kind of their guy all year. Best team in the West. Obviously, with the injury, kind of takes him out of the running. But yeah. I like Matty as well.
No. Who's the
that's kind of the other angle would be Skinner. That was the other one I was thinking. So we had a couple goalies that looked like they were going to make enough noise, but yeah, in the end, I think it's Beniers' trophy to lose at this point.
Yeah, it's Upland. I was going to say Hags. He, I believe, is the defending holder of the Calder already.
Yeah.
But I see you corrected yourself. I'm not sure the power is myself, but.
Inzy, before we move on real fast, brother, I just want to guys, we're giving away a Betting News t-shirt today, just for everybody joining. We'll be talking about it a few more times throughout the show. This is the shirt that you can cop, and all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel. So please subscribe just to get involved with what we got going on. Drop a sub. We appreciate you guys being here every day. And all you have to do throughout the show is drop your guesses in chat on how many goals will be scored tonight in the NHL. The over-under is 64.5. Yep. So drop your guesses in chat, whatever you think, and you get a chance to win. If somebody's winning this shirt, whoever gets closest will win this shirt. So sub to the channel, drop your guesses, and we'll be talking about it more.
Yeah, cool.
I'll make sure. Yep, there it is.
69. I knew it. I didn't have to look.
It wasn't from Chef, but first guess off the board.
I mean, today's actually 69 is a pretty good guess with the numbers.
I was thinking the same thing. He's not. I mean, he's in the realm there. He's not wrong.
Not bad.
Oh man,
67 from Chan Daddy.
I saw your comment.
All right, so let's go to the Norris Trophy for the best defenseman. I'll be honest. I don't have the ability to look at the lines like you guys because for whatever reason in New York, I'm not offered to be able to bet on these cool things. So I'm not really even sure who's in the running mainly. So I would love to hear that.
I can read it off.
Yeah, go for it.
It's Carlson, Erik Karlsson -400, Adam Fox +1,000, Josh Morrissey +1,200, Dougie Hamilton +1,500, sneaky. Cale Makar +2,000, Darlene +2,100. McAvoy.
This sounds like the lines for the Calder. I guess somebody's a lock there. Huh?
Yeah, no, this one's pretty locked up again.
Okay.
Erik Karlsson's. Did he hit 100 points? I think he did. Yeah, he did yesterday, right?
Yeah,
one of them, like they got blown out, but he got his point.
So this was my Mona Lisa pick. I grabbed EK in November at +6,000. Smack $20 on that or something. So this is going to be a nice little summer vacay paid by Mr. EK. So I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I mean, it was crazy when the season started. He just was tearing it up immediately. I didn't think he was going to keep it up, but it's like, I'll throw $20 at it, and then here we are.
I thought that was you. I knew that somebody did that. I remember reading that a while ago, and I thought that might have been you. But yeah, that's sometimes you do those, and you just at the end of the season you look really, really smart.
Yeah.
I almost did that with Yossi last year, but they gave it to Makar instead, which is still blasphemy to me. But yeah,
He had a
that
hell
was-
of a year last year. I remember that. I was watching that closely with you towards the end there, and I was a little surprised myself. But what are you gonna do?
I'm still
What are you
really
gonna do?
sour. I'm still
Yeah.
sour about it.
I think there was some luck with Makar kind of being off and on all season. I mean, he could have easily just kind of locked it up again. Yossi wasn't quite himself again.
Yeah.
Fox didn't quite put the eye-popping numbers up this season. He's kind of rolling right now, but I mean, we got 100 points by a defender. It's insane on a crappy team.
Yeah, it's true too.
It's nuts.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's going to be a Sharp next year, though.
I was about to say,
that's the interesting bet.
I wonder if he's going to get traded to a better team. I'm surprised he didn't get traded at the deadline.
11.5 million in cap.
Yeah,
he's old too. No,
he's getting there.
Yeah, right. He's almost in there 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. All right, cool. Well, that was good. So let's go to the last one here. I don't know if you guys could have figured that out, but Vezina.
You want me to read the odds? You want me to read the odds for this one too?
I would actually.
You're gonna laugh. So Olmark is minus 4,000. Saros is plus 2,000. Sorokin is plus 2,000. Hellebuck is plus 3,500. Audi is plus 20,000, and Shesterkin is plus 20,000.
Wow. I mean, listen, it makes sense. I was gonna say Sorokin just to say, I mean, because listen, he's done phenomenal this year, but it's kind of hard to take it away from Hallmark. I mean, you're on a team that's won the most games in the league, in league history, rather.
Yeah.
That a team doesn't do that on their own. His backup isn't the greatest either. He deserves it. So I guess it doesn't surprise me, but those numbers are insane.
I mean, Olmark's had an amazing season. He should win it for sure. I think for me, and this is the biggest homer play of all time, but I mean, Saros has got to get a nod. I mean, I get it. But he's he might come second in voting, honestly. He's the only reason why the Predators are even still doing stuff right now. And they're still around, boys. They're still there. They're still hanging around for dear life, like a hair and a biscuit, like my mom says. But yeah, I mean, Saros plus 2,000 is worth a sprinkle, but he ain't winning.
Yeah, I mean, Sorokin is the same. I feel the same way. It's worth the sprinkle, but I don't know if he's gonna win. But it would be cool.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into the PODs. Who wants to go first, actually? Because we're not going to do anything crazy. So let's see. I'm going to close my eyes and just whoever I land on. SPJ, it's you. I just went in a big circle.
All right, I'll go first. I got my notepad out today. Took some notes. Yeah, you can go ahead and bring it up on the screen. That's cool. So I actually wrote about Fleury. I'll talk about Fleury first. I wrote about that on bettingnews.com. You can go check that out. I put a piece together. Actually, Stoney and I's POD are in that piece. Go check that out on Betting News. Get a little bit more of a detailed explanation if you would like. But I really like Fleury. Over 28.5 saves. One of the best games of the night. Jets and the Wild. Wild would love to lock up 2 more points. But the Jets, if they think that the Jets win tonight and they grab these 2 more points, they pretty much eliminate the Predators and the Flames from contention. I mean, I know that the Preds winning in the shootout last night kind of threw a wrench in everybody's plans. But anyway, back to Fleury. So I like the over 28.5 saves. He's had 29 plus saves in 6 of his last 7 games. Hit it in 2 of his last 3 versus the Jets as well. The last game they played, which was at the beginning of March, on the 8th of March, he had 46 saves. Very good ladder option here. Jets really going to come out firing in this game. It's in Minnesota, so obviously they're not at home, which is a little bit different in comparison. But there's neither one of these teams, it's not like one of them bleeds shots, the other one shoots a lot. There's no statistical advantage for that perspective. I'm just looking at kind of both these teams really need to win. So they're going to go for both of this. They're both going to come hard for this game. And Fleury over 28.5. I love the regular line. I think you should get 30 plus. Pretty straightforward as long as he doesn't get pulled and something weird happens early. I'm laddering it all the way up to 40 plus. 40 plus is plus 900 just for a little sprinkle. You can go even higher than that. 45 plus is plus 2,000, I think. Like I said, he had 46 last game against them. I don't see that happening again, but worth a sprinkle. Yeah, so that's my favorite saves prop. I really like Stoney's too, but I can't wait for him to talk about that. And then my shots on goal. I didn't really have a side that I loved today. I looked at the board and didn't really find. I mean, there's some cheeky spots. There's a couple pick'ems, couple close games. Kind of got to go with your gut on what you're kind of feeling. I'm interested to hear what you guys have got on those fronts. But my other favorite is McKinnon over 4.5. It's chalky. It's minus 135, which I'm kind of surprised it's minus 135 and it's not juiced to the moon. He's had 5+ SOGs in 4 of his last 6 games. He's had 5+ in 4 of his last 5 versus the Oilers. They played twice this season. He had 9 and 11 SOGs. Also, a cheeky note here too. He's scored a goal in 6 straight games versus the Oilers. The anytime goal, if you're feeling a little bit more or less, like if minus 135 is a little too juicy for you, depending on how you bet, the ATG was minus 115 when we got started. Scored both matchups, like I said, this season, scored in 6 straight versus the Oilers, and that dates back to 2021 at least. The 7+ is plus 145, and the 8+ is plus 320. He had 9, 11, and 7 his last 3 matchups. And against the Oilers, he hasn't had less than 7. He either has 7+ or he doesn't hit in 5 straight. So, yeah, again, it's McKinnon. Like I don't have to sell you guys to bet on McKinnon. I'm surprised the over 4.5 is still bettable. Like I said, I got minus 135. It might get juiced between now and puck drop. But yeah, those are my 2 favorites, McKinnon and Fleury saves. McKinnon's a little more obvious. Fleury saves a little bit out of left field, but I really like that spot for him tonight in that game in Minnesota. So
Nice.
that is
good
good
stuff.
McKinnon
One
had,
pick. No, go ahead.
McKinnon had 21 shot attempts last game.
yeah, against the Oilers.
No, I think it was against
The Ducks.
but
Against the Ducks,
still.
yeah. He had 9 SOGs. His last 5 in his 4 hits, I think he had 5+ in all of them. And then there was a 9 and a 7. I mean, when he gets rolling, and I also kind of feel like in this situation that it's him against McDavid, and it's always that way in these matchups. And like everybody, he just got his 150th point. He's like he's the the god of the NHL right now. I think McKinnon kind of takes that and is going to run with that, skate with that tonight. I don't know. He's going to come out wanting to kind of remind everybody that he's, I don't want to say just as good, but he's in the same category. So
yeah,
he took
and both
that personally
for sure. Both these teams need to win too. The Avs really need to win this game tonight. So
do they lock up the division spot if they win? I don't think they do yet, actually.
They do have a game. They have a game in hand, but no, they're tied.
They're all tied up right now. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many matchups that the regular season, these last games, all of them are the ones that matter, really, really, really matter, which is what you're looking for,
Oh yeah.
I don't remember a season where, and I have short-term memory issues here, but I don't remember a season where it's gone this late where maybe only 1 or 2 spots are actually locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I mean, with the West, there's at least more people clinched. I mean, maybe divisions haven't been locked, but the East. But regardless of how close, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 1 through 7 already is crazy. Every team has over 100 points. It's cool stuff. Cool stuff to watch.
It's great for betting too, because all these games, at the end of the season, nobody's resting. Everyone's playing. I mean, we've talked about it before multiple times. That doesn't happen as much in hockey anyway. But these guys are gunning for these games. I mean, they're going to come out rolling. So, yeah. Yes,
sir. Good stuff. Good stuff. One of your picks will go ahead with one of my picks as well. So that'll be fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Right. BETZKYs, why don't you get going next?
Awesome. Well, I really like Jack Hughes over 1.5 points. Is that the one that we plugged in? Or is it the Frosty one?
It's Frost.
Whatever one you want.
All right.
I was about to say, but please pitch both.
More than merrier. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, well, I think officially I locked in Morgan Frost point. So right now he's kind of the de facto number 1 center for Philadelphia. He has a 0.6 of his last 10 at home. He's on a little bit of a cold streak because they've just been playing a couple road games, but I kind of like those bounce back angles anyways. Sometimes it gets a little dicey if they're on too much of a hot streak. And then the target tonight, I mean, we got Columbus. So Columbus is having trouble stopping beach balls right now. I really like the idea of him getting going again, kind of closing out the season with maybe a golden night, getting back on the scoreboard, kind of showing that to the Flyer fans that he may be one of their centers of the future, even if he ends up being a 2C down the road. Right now, he's really kind of being their backbone. Like I started hinting at too, really like Jack Hughes over 1.5 points a night. He has a chance to break the single season points record for Jersey. Apparently his parents are in the crowd.
Oh, wow.
He gets a Buffalo team who's pretty leaky, as we know. Levi's been pretty good for them lately, but still a rookie. Jack's got some motivation here. I mean, his shots look great too, but they're a little bit more juice. So give me the plus money on the 2 points. I think I was looking it up earlier. He's like 46% of the time at home all season with multiple point games. So a little bit less than 0.5%, but we got a nice just kind of storyline to kind of jump on here.
It's the piece you're missing to that storyline as well.
We got Luke Hughes in. Yep.
He's got somebody he may want to feed the puck to. I don't know,
Yep.
You think maybe he would want his brother to feed him, but hey, you never know. He may want to get him that first NHL goal with the parents in the house.
Yep, or at least his first point. Hughes.
Well, and
Hughes.
Also, the
Let's check
Sabres,
that line.
like the Sabres, have to win. Like if they lose tonight, aren't they out pretty much?
I believe so. Yes.
I believe so. Yeah.
Which,
So that it may make a tighter game, but it also could be one of those games where if Jersey gets up quick, it may just be a back and forth, or even if Buffalo does. So the odds are against the Sabres tonight, though. This is going to be a tough one for them.
yeah.
And then I'm going to go for Jets money line. I mean, speaking of teams that need to win, Minnesota, I think, is pretty much locked into that third spot of the Central. I think technically they could move up, but I think it's going to be tough to jump past Dallas and Colorado, where Jets absolutely, if they win, lock up that spot. They get to do it against a division rival. For almost even money here, I really like the Jets tonight, even if they played last night.
They also have the extra incentive. Again, they saw how that game went last night, so they're probably looking at it and going, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah, and Kaprizov just looks a little off since coming back from injury. I think he's only played one game, but he didn't hit his shots. I don't think he had a point. I think Minnesota's kind of figuring out how they're going to roll into the playoffs. They're probably strategizing a little bit more than worried about making sure that they spank the Jets tonight.
It's a big game for them tonight for the Jets. So definitely a good game to pick from. That's for sure.
I like that. That feeds in nicely to my Fleury point. That means that the Jets are going to come out,
Shooting.
firing. So hopefully they don't score 4 in the first period and Fleury gets pulled. But
yeah,
you have me now on the lookout, or the hunt rather, to see if I can find Luke Hughes for a point, because they have his shots listed.
they do.
But they don't have him for anything other than that. It's because they know.
I know what that means.
I mean, I didn't check goal scorer, actually. Let me check goal scorer. I could see them putting him for goal, but not for anything else.
It's probably so juicy. It's probably like plus 2,000 or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Or like plus 1,000. Maybe not plus 2,000. But
I don't see him. Oh, there he is, plus 500.
Wow. I was expecting it to be a little more juice than that. Or like not a little more juice, like better value than that.
That kid's going to score tonight. I don't know.
Pin it.
They don't have points. They don't have anything else for him. You would think that his numbers would be through the roof. Very, very, very strange, as some of the book readers would say. Right?
Indeed.
Stoney, what do you got for us today, man?
Let's do it. Yeah. So as far as a side goes, I'm going to take the Golden Knights in reg at home at plus money, plus 105. They've got 2 games left, both against the Kraken. Tonight at home, Thursday in Seattle. A win would secure them this top spot, assuming the Oilers lose tonight. So I think Vegas comes out firing, gets this win at home, hopes the Avs take care of business for them, and then they can rest their guys on Thursday night, having locked up that top seed in the Pacific. So I like the Golden Knights to finish it off in 60 tonight. And then the prop is what I'm most excited about. Stuart Skinner, over 28.5 saves. I actually wrote about this game. You can go check it out on Betting News. Stuart Skinner, over 28.5 saves at minus 120. This is actually a 2-unit play for me. Very rare. Laying the juice 2.4 to win 2 in 2 games against the Oilers. The Avs have ripped 46 and 42 shots. Skinner had 43 of 46 saves in that game. They're playing for the top spot in the division at home. So I think, this electric Avs offense is just going to come out firing like we know they do at home. But I like Skinner to have a good night and stop a majority of these shots. So like I said, I'm climbing the ladder. 2 units. I know it's crazy. We're climbing the Skinner ladder, 2 units at 29 plus. At 30 plus, I got a unit at plus 108. At 31 plus, I got a half unit at plus 140. And at 32 plus, I got a quarter unit at plus 180. So a total of roughly 4 units on this prop on this ladder, assuming he covers the original line. We walk away with profit. That's all we need him to do is get 29. I think he has 35 plus because I like the Avs to have 40 plus shots tonight. So that is what I've got. VGK in reg, and then the Stuart Skinner saves ladder.
So what's awesome is that we all actually haven't really talked much about our PODs today, but all of them kind of like tie in with each other. Like the Skinner saves, that means McKinnon's going to be ripping puck on net.
Yeah, right.
Jets money line, Fleury's going to have to make a bunch of saves.
Yep.
Like everything's kind of, we're all seeing things the same, which either means we're going to all win together or
exactly.
going to lose together. Yeah, and Stoney, 2 units. That's pretty rare for you, brother.
Very rare. Very rare. But no, I wrote about this game, actually, was doing my research before the line dropped, kind of had a number in my head, and then it was way lower than expected. And so I had to jump on it, and we'll see if it's the right read or not. So
good stuff, man. Good stuff. Sorry, I kept on. Oh, it was when it said 2 units. I was like, I kept on clicking on the same thing as you by mistake. Sorry about that.
It was me.
Speaking of tying into the games, we'll go with my picks now, and let's go with the first one as Avs money line. So you guys everybody's kind of touched on it a little bit. They're playing for the division. Goes along with McKinnon ripping puck on net, who's also going to be lighting up Skinner. I like them to win. I mean, they are the defending champs for a reason. They are going up against a fantastic team, but I do think that they'll come out with the win tonight. They need it real bad. They're tied with the Stars, but the Oilers need it just as bad. But again, going along with the tune here, we got a Vegas money line, or Vegas and reg rather. So that I don't know. I like them tonight. I think they're going to get the job done. But then my POD for prop is Jeff Skinner. He's been a wagon over 2.5 at minus 130. So he's hit both games this year against the Devils. Sorry, I almost called them the Davils with 3 and 5. Hi, BC Game. Nice to meet you.
Everyone wave at BC Game. Hello, BC
What's
Game.
up, bro?
Hi.
Get a thumbs up too.
If you drop how many goals are going to be scored tonight, you can win this T-shirt.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry to interrupt
everybody
you,
in chat. No, you're fine. That's right. Betting News is giving away this T-shirt. So give us your best guess on how many goals will be scored in total in the NHL tonight. So all games combined, and the line is at, what was it, 64.5? Right? Just to give you, just to give you an idea of what the line, what the bookmakers say it's going to be around. So again, we got 2 teams here that are fighting to get to the one's fighting to stay and to get to the playoffs. The other one is just trying to keep their position. Skinner's a huge part of their offense. I mean, I just see him getting his 3 shots easily. He's been an absolute wagon. He's hit his last 6 out of 6 and his last 8 out of 10. I love him. I really think he gets the job done tonight. I think we laddered him maybe not last week, or it was one of the BETZKY shows, and he actually, I think, was the only one that came through for us. Although we got very close on that one. But, yeah. So those are my plays for you.
Yeah, dude, I already put 5+ for Skinner in a lotto earlier today.
Did you?
Yeah, he had 5+ against the Devils last game, and like we talked about with this game before, like they got to win, and he's been on fire. Why not? I think the 5+ was plus 360. Sick value for 5+ for a guy that's done it 3 of his last 5 games and just did it against the Devils. So worth a sprinkle.
So does that mean we should we get to cooking?
Let's lotto it up, baby. Let's go.
Let's get to cooking.
Let's get it.
Do we
mean,
do
we've
a
all
regular guy, or do we do just a lotto today?
Let's do both.
Do
Let's
both?
do both. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Why not?
Sure.
I don't care. Let's get it. I mean, I've honestly, we've all of our plays. Well, actually, Betsky, you didn't really give a lotto necessarily, but is there somebody that you really like a bunch, like a ladder guy? Or I mean, the Hughes points is I kind of like that, but it's only
Yeah, I like that
plus
myself
105,
actually.
Yeah, or lotto. Ladder up his shots.
That's
good look,
true.
too.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. So should we do like a regular one of? Do we want to do a McKinnon, Skinner, and Frost or Hughes?
Sure.
Or
I
do
was
we do
gonna.
all five?
Just the regular lines.
Yeah.
Shit, we can't do all five. All
So
right,
if
so
we did,
Skinner.
yeah, but the Sabres and the Devils are playing each other.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, yeah,
So
that's
that's-
fine though. Let's
so we
do
would
Skinner.
just-
I really like Skinner, and I don't have anything on him yet, and I was eyeing it earlier.
Okay. And then
I love Stuart Skinner too.
right,
Yeah.
and then we got him, and then we got
Both Skinners.
Frost for a point.
I just want to answer this person in chat. So this show is not daily, but we do have shows on this channel Tuesday through Saturday, and they're all sports betting related. So this one's a hockey show, Puckett. We have Stony Circle tomorrow, Betspresso Thursday and Saturday, which is kind of all sports, and then Friday is our NBA show. So stop by, hang out.
Thanks
You-
for stopping by.
Yeah.
To keep this one a little bit more conservative, Johnny Gaudreau shots could be really good against Flyers, considering he was almost a Flyer this
he was almost
offseason.
one.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point.
It's minus 118.
I was about to say, how's he been playing? I don't even know.
He's been
He's
doing
hitting.
pretty good. Yeah.
He's hit his line against them this year.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed. If you want to do that over the point, that's fine.
Yeah,
with me.
I kind of like that. I obviously like the Frost point, but
For a lay, you rather do. Why am I doing that?
yeah.
There we go.
So
So we got both Skinners, Johnny Gaudreau shots, and then what's the last one we want? Fleury?
do you want to do?
Oh,
Do you want to do?
that's right.
Well,
You had
so
two as well. I forgot.
I did, yeah. So I mean, I like them both, man. But I feel like McKinnon's a little bit more of a comfortable ladder, and I don't want something selling both, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, because if McKinnon's going to get 5, he's going to get probably 8. So like,
Well,
I'd rather
exactly.
Let's
Exactly.
do the goalie.
Stuart Skinner in that game tonight, so we couldn't even combine them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that means we do. So look, this 4-piece I think
Solves our
was meant
problem.
to be. It was meant to be. I think.
And then we still, we do have
Plus-
McKinnon for a ladder piece. Which
Yeah,
Plus
perfect.
941 too.
All right, so
we
we've got Skinner, SOGs, Skinner saves. It's also 28.5 now, Stoney. Didn't you say 29.5 is what you got?
No, 29 plus. Yeah, I got
Oh, right.
yeah,
Okay.
20,
Yeah.
29 plus.
And then
For the Skinner saves.
Yeah. Or 28 and a half. They were both minus 120. So
Oh, okay.
Gaudreau.
Yeah, gotcha.
Gaudreau minus 118. That's so nice.
These are nice value too. Nothing like.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess Skinner's the most juiced, but
plus 941.
Yeah, that's what.
That'll do.
That'll
Yeah.
do, donkey. That'll do.
Half unit Johnson here.
There we go. Yep, plus 941. That's what I'm getting.
Love it.
We've been so close on both of our
Man, I
our
know.
regular line lays. We've either gotten sold by like one leg, and then didn't our lotto get close last week? We got close the week before with our regular guy, and then I think
Have
our
you guys
lotto got
locked that in?
not yet.
I did. Why?
Because if you do 29 plus for Stuart Skinner, as opposed to over 28 and a half, it does become 948. Just the difference between a minus 120 leg and a minus 122 leg. Not sure why they're different on FanDuel, but I'll
get
take
you.
any sin I can.
That's
That's
so
how they
wild.
get you.
Yeah, penny pinchers.
We're shopping. We're always line shopping.
Always line shop.
God, McKinnon has had 9 and 11 against
Yes.
the Oilers this year,
Yes.
and he just came off a 9 game.
Yeah.
So we taking his max option?
8 plus is plus 300. You know what the weird thing is the over 4.5 is minus 135, but if you go to 5+, it's minus 250. 6+
that's
is
not
minus.
even.
Yeah,
It's weird because you can't. It's not even like it's something you can parlay too. So you would think that the 5+ would have some value to it.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Because they've been jerking us with the 2 3s and 4s like that.
They've juiced it so much on the addable lines that like it's like almost unplayable pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for the lotto we have to do 8+.
Yeah,
That's a high number though.
I know.
It's high
Here,
for a
I'm pulling
reason.
it
Man.
up.
I know.
Plus 290. He had 9 and 11 last 2 games against the Oilers, but in 4 of his last 5, he's had 7+ in 4 of those 5 versus the Oilers. In three of those, he had 9+. He had two like 10 and 11, I think, in 2 of the matchups as well.
But both his regular season matches this year is 11 and 9.
Mm-hmm. Versus the Oilers.
Yeah, he's had 7+ in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his last 9, even though some of those are playoffs.
Yeah, and he's averaging 10 against them. 10 attempts.
Attempts, I know.
It's crazy. I don't know. It's so high. I mean, he's only averaging 10 attempts. He's got to shoot 80%. How do I feel about that?
Like BETZKY said, I mean, he had 21 shots last game against the Ducks. It's the Ducks, so you know. But like, they need to win this game tonight. They really do, and it's at home. Like,
all right, let's do it.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
It's one of those deals where like he's either going to get 10 or he's going to figure skate. Literally, the numbers say he's going to soar or like not even get close.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll have 5 on the nose tonight.
The only other guy I would consider from that game would be Rantanen.
I know STONEY likes Ranta. That's the Scooby snack of the day.
That was the Scooby snack. I like Rantanen. Mm-hmm. He had 4-9, 4-5, and 3 in his last 5 against Edmonton. Last regular season against Edmonton, 2 games. He's had 17 total shot attempts against Edmonton. 6.5 SOGs. I mean, he's been ripping. In his last 10 games, 6.9 shot attempts. He's had a game with 17 attempts. He had 8 on goal, 2 games with 13 attempts, and then 2 other games with 11 and 10 attempts. That's all within the last 10 games. So 5 games with double-digit attempts.
I mean, yeah, him at 6 is plus 252.
That's pretty scrumptious.
I'm fine with either of those. If we don't want to have to rely on McKinnon at 8, I would do Rantanen at 6 for plus 250.
I'm happy for either as well. I mean, I like them both. I think they both get there. I see the logic on the whatever we choose, the other one's going to do it. We know this to be sure.
You're playing on the same line too, so.
What we could do is we find the other legs, and then 2 of us do McKinnon and 2 of us do Rantanen and see what happens.
Yeah.
We could
diversify our lotto.
There we go.
You know, I don't know, just to try something a little different. Just because both of them are good plays. Like, I think that they both have a solid chance to hit tonight, especially with the ramifications of the game and the recent history. So, I mean, but just so we don't pick one and we all talked about it for so long and we get screwed, at least 50% of us will be happy. Or we'll all cry and they all don't do anything, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, do we take like a what is he not playing? Oh, here he is. That's weird. Do we take like an extremely like goated lay and we do his Pasta has put up 7 and 10 his last 2 games. He's put up 6 numerous times against the Capitals. So it's like, do we do like McKinnon 6, Pasta 6, Matthews has had 6 and 8 in the 2
Matthews
games.
is out.
He is out. Okay.
Yeah,
That's why he's at the bottom of this list. I was very confused by that. All right. So then to switch gears, then we would do Nylander, who's had 6 and 8 against them this year. And unfortunately, nobody likes hockey enough to give us all little tools and remove if he's played with somebody out of the lineup like they do for the other sports. But he did just have 10 shots 2 games ago against Montreal.
He did. I actually had his ladder that game. It was awesome.
That was yeah. You had him for 3.5 was your
I wish
pick,
I
right?
did that.
Yep, I laddered it all the way up to 6+. 6+ was plus 400. It hit in like the middle of the second period. It was great.
Dude, I think we should do that because it's plus 415. I mean, that's crazy.
For
Nylander?
Nylander?
Nylander 6+ plus 415.
What are the implications for the Leafs today? Like, do they get anything
Nothing.
from winning this game?
This
No,
is
they
literally a warm up to who they're going to play in the first round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely meaningless.
But
I guess you
Vasilevsky's
could-
playing too, which is weird.
Maybe
know.
maybe Nylander's the type of guy that when Matthews is out, he kind of like relishes the opportunity of being the guy.
He was, because earlier the season, I think
yeah.
Matthews missed like 8 games, and then Matthews just wasn't right at the beginning of the season.
Mhm. I think there wasn't there like a report or something that he was like his wrist, like he was playing with an injury basically, like he wasn't 100% even when he was in.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I'm down to do Nylander. This sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
The
down.
value is what.
So are we doing 6 at plus 415 or just 5 at plus 205?
I just feel like if we stretched for 290, we should stretch the 6 to get the 415.
I'm gonna do the 5.
I'm gonna also do the 5. I'm doing McKinnon for me personally on mine because I really like Nate tonight.
All right, I'm taking Mika then.
I knew he was going to say.
You guys, you two can, you guys can decide which way you want to go. But I mean, I like Pasta too, but I mean, the Bruins it's literally just his own personal incentives that he wants at this point. Like,
new contract.
Oh, and he showed that they mattered the other night when he checked off the season total for me with a hattie.
I could not believe that 10 shots,
dude.
Out of control.
I'll tell you guys a funny story. I was like sitting there and like my wife like semi knows what the hell's going on. She just knows when I bet on something pretty much. And she knows that I bet on the shots and stuff like that. So I don't know, the period ended, whatever. I just decided to get up and go take a shower and like coming out of the shower and she like peeks in the door and she's like, which team did you want to win? And I was like, I don't care who wins. She's like, well, what were you looking for? And I was like, are they celebrating like something big right now? Like from a goal? Like kinda. And she was like, guys, like his name sounds like pasta. I was like, yeah. I was like, 60, cash it.
That's awesome.
Funny.
That's super awesome.
But he's on.
I mean, his 6+ is we'd have to go 7+. It's plus 320.
Plus 320.
Do we pass?
I
like it.
Yeah. I'm in.
Oh, mind it.
I'm down. I'm always down to ride pasta.
He's had a minimum of
especially
7
right
in his past 2 games. So it's not like he's not shooting.
Right.
They just gotta all hit the net.
All right, well, let's see.
And did they tie the record or break it for most wins?
They broke it.
Okay. But
They
it
did
still
break it.
said, you don't have to just stop right at.
Bingo. That was what they were saying too. Will they get the other? I think they have 2 games left. Will they continue to go?
Yeah.
I believe
Why
they
not?
broke it.
You don't want Arizona to be able to break it next season when we get the
I found, I just realized what you said. Do we add Mr. Hughes to this lotto?
Oh yeah.
Should we?
I think so. For 6 plus
at this point
is 235.
This is going to be the chalkiest lotto of all time.
All the goats.
I mean, just goats.
McKinnon 8+, Nylander 5+, Pasta 7+, Hughes 6+.
What's that?
If it was always that easy, then it's plus 16,636.
Yeah.
Okay, see, Rantanen 6+ only gets me to plus 14,919.
All right, so you and I have the same. You and I have the same thing going, Stoney.
Yeah, Rant with Miko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I'm riding Miko.
Let me see. Did I find one other person?
But how about McKinnon and Miko both get their shots and Skinner saves everything?
Exactly.
Look at that.
Then we all are happy.
It's just a great night all around.
It's just a beautiful night. I mean, I feel like it's hard because like in the Devils game, I mean, I really liked Skinner, but I know we don't want to sell our regular lay. So
That's
That
tough.
that 5+ is just so enticing, but I mean, I'm down to ride with the goat as well.
Yep, I got
I
that
think you
locked
gotta go
in.
Hughes. I think we gotta go Hughes.
Gots to. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go McKinnon, Nylander, Poston, Hughes plus 16,000.
I'm on the McKinnon side.
You're gonna go Mackey with me?
Yeah.
Let's go. $5 for me pays out $831.81. That's a lot of 8s and 6s, and there's a lot of combos that are just.
Wait, I think I got one more though. It's another big game. I mean, and man, and the value's there for 5.
Is it Crosby?
Kyle Connor. No, I looked at Crosby though, actually. He's had 4, 5, and 6 in his last. Well, if I go in the correct order of backwards, he went 6, 5, and 4 in his last 3 against Minnesota. One of them was just a month ago, and he just had 4 his last game. I don't know.
Cole's bag.
Love his home away splits.
What's that?
I don't love his home and away
splits.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I was eyeing that earlier today, but man, I mean,
I see what you're saying. Well, at least though that his home block where he was playing much better was the past, and he seems to be coming around a little bit as the more towards the current time for his aways. I don't know. I kind of like him. I don't know. You guys don't have to do it. We've been kind of toying around here. Like I might throw him in for 5 though, because 5 is plus 225 for Kyle Connor. That seems like great value.
Hey, for all you guys in chat right now, if you want to win this T-shirt, all you got to do is drop how many goals are going to be scored in the NHL tonight. The over/under 64.5. Get a free chance to win this T-shirt. How many goals tonight? Drop it in chat. You got to guess. You got to sub to the channel and get a chance to win a T-shirt.
We only got 4 guesses, so chances are high.
Yeah.
Get in there.
2 of them are 69. So
give us a
really. Yeah,
one
free chance now. As long as 69 doesn't hit.
Hey, RLAP 1, we need a guess. Bag of coal, we need a guess. Yeah. Regardless of here's the Connor.
If you guys aren't familiar with Cole's bag, give him a follow. I think it's Bag of Coal on Twitter, but he's a really good SOG guy like us.
How many goals are scored in the NHL tonight? If you get closest, then you get a chance to win that shirt. We got 64.
64.5 is the line.
64.5 is the line.
Oh, that's not. Is that his guess?
I think 64 is the guess. Yeah.
I think it's a guess. Yeah.
So I have a thought. You guys want to do something real fast before we get out of here before these games start?
Bring it.
So Stoney and I both like laddered saves. Should we do like a little alt save lotto thing? That could be fun.
Down. That actually definitely could be. We
don't
never do that.
We've never done that. I know. I saw that actually. I think Top Cheddar, who I follow on Twitter, you know him, don't you, Betzky?
Yeah.
Aren't you guys friends? Yeah. I mean, I know he hit one last. He hits those pretty consistently, and I mean these games tonight. So many games matter. Like a lot of these. Yeah, let's go. Alt save lotto. Let's get it. Why not? Let's have some fun.
All right.
I mean, so Fleury and Skinner are the two starting off the jumping off points.
Mm-hmm.
So like 33 plus for Fleury is plus 220, or do we go to 34 plus for plus 285?
I think the plus 220 is fine.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, just to make sure we don't get hooked on something weird.
Jets don't shoot too much.
Yeah.
So I think they're averaging like I think they average like 33, but then Minnesota's been giving up a ton. So
it's in Minnesota too.
Yeah, and I mean, Jets have that extra motivation, but they're not like a team that's been hitting 40 regularly.
So
Skinner, how high are we going on Skinner?
I was gonna say, do we take the same number for Skinner with 33 plus for plus 220?
Easy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That could hit in the second period.
Shit.
I hope that does for you, Stoney.
Yeah, right.
What about Chicago's goalie?
Yeah, I was looking at that.
I was thinking of that too.
Yeah. Well, for all
you just need it. They don't give it. They aren't giving us his olds.
Yeah, because there's probably a huge chance he gets pulled if he lets up 5 goals in the first period. I mean, not saying it is Peter Mercick or however the hell you say his last name. But
what about the Ducks goalie? Who's in net for tonight for the Ducks?
Oh yeah.
Dostal.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing actually.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
34 plus is plus 230. I mean, what is Vancouver splits like? Do they? I mean, I know
They're
it's
not
the
as
Ducks.
yeah. Where's
Thanks, man. Here, I'll give you the here's the little view. That's what we're looking at right now. And then I'll show you. There's the little outline. We'll do a full video in a little bit, but appreciate it. I mean, Dostal could be good.
32 or 33? 32 at plus 142. Play it safe at the end to tuck us in.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Just because
And
I don't have
those
as much.
three are plus 2,378. So
We got another guess. Let's go.
That's a lotto.
68.
PK to Menace.
Just a reminder, guys. Also, if you sub to the channel, you get an extra chance to win. So please get involved. Hang out. Yeah. I mean, this could be like a mini lotto, like a little.
Perfect.
A little baby lotto.
So what do we do? 32 or 33 for Dostal?
32.
32.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm gonna do 33 because I want to juice it up a little more, just because I'm like that. But 32 is a very acceptable, normal, regular.
I'm gonna do 33 too, just so it's literally 33
All
for
33.
all.
I was just
Oh,
thinking
that's
that.
too, yeah.
Nice.
That's the Jesus year.
Betsky's gonna take 32. He's gonna have 32.
No.
And
I
we're
gotta
all
roll with the
sad.
ponies.
No,
Doing
dude.
33.
No. Do 32. That's what your gut's
Okay.
telling you. Do that. Do
Okay.
it. Don't
You
let us
guys-
peer pressure you into taking something that's not as good.
You guys don't think Vassey's worth adding against the Leafs?
Without Matthews.
I mean, it's just everybody else usually plays out without him. His line's pretty much the same as the rest of the guys that we were just looking at. That's why I was curious.
It just scares me that that's meaningless. You know, they could just pull the guys after the first period. You know, if they really wanted to. I mean,
Can you believe Olmark is playing tonight?
Barely sit people.
Yeah,
It's very, very unlikely for a goalie to get injured unless he's got some sort of injury issue. Like it's super unlikely.
Yeah,
But that is
It's a little
surprising.
crazy, but yeah.
What about our buddy Levy?
They're not giving us his lines.
I'm seeing it. I got it right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the Devils, I mean, they shoot a lot. Sabres allow a bunch of shots.
Oh,
30,
yeah. Man, it wasn't there a
30,
couple minutes ago.
30.
Yeah, I'm down for Levi. Got
I mean,
some
we'd have
Levi's
to
on
go-
right now.
We'd have to go all the way up to 35 for plus 176.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'll
but the
just take the
Devils.
33. Why don't we just take the 33 there?
Dang.
I was gonna say we could just do 33.
Yeah.
Yeah,
33 is-
that's-
33.
oh, definitely. Yeah, 33 is
12.
across the board.
yeah. Lucky threes.
He gets an.
I got to switch out the Ducks one.
plus
then.
6,000.
I'm doing 33 on Dostal too.
Putting it back.
Yeah, I have to.
65, another guess. Let's get it.
I
Let's
feel
go.
like
Let's
if
go,
I
Mundo.
did 32, it wouldn't hit because of that, you know, because
It would,
that's
like,
how
throw off
the
the
world
juju.
works. Yeah.
All right, so
if
this
I do
is
33, it's gonna hit.
we can all thank you. See,
Are we all
Yeah.
putting $3.30 on this?
I am
Jeez.
$3.
I am now.
I'm doing 333, brother. I don't know what you're talking
All right.
about. $3.33 pays 196.19.
There it is. Let's
Low
go.
key, I know knowing, but if it hits, let's go. No, nothing. Oh, that's what he meant. That's you know, it could happen.
Hey.
I mean, they're lottos, guys. Like, don't put put a
Right.
couple bucks on it.
Right, $3.
I'm doing 333. It pays 196.19.
Yeah,
I did the same thing. Yeah.
Same thing.
Andre-
Left it in.
So I'm going to read it for the kids one more time. Marc-Andre Fleury, 33 plus saves, alt saves. Yeah, Enzi, can you share it on your screen while I'm
Oh
while I'm ridden? Yeah, just put 2 units max. Yep, 2 unit max play. 30 Skinner 33 plus alt saves, Dostal 33 plus, and Levy 33 plus. It's easy to remember because they're all 33s.
Mhm.
And that's plus 58.91. $3.33.
I'll pull up all three plays we put together.
Word. I think this hype right here means that we got another sub. Let's go. So sub bang.
Let's
We love to
go.
see it. Thank you very much. Thank you. What teams are these guys on? Chef. Levy is from the Sabres. I'll send it to you, Chef.
No.
But Inzy's going to bring it up in a second. But
I'm
I'll
bringing it up in one second.
share
I
it
just
with you.
lost one of them somehow.
Bang, 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 bang.
Figured it was Chef that wanted to know. Chefry.
Every time.
All right.
Yeah.
One.
There it is. It is hard when you. I mean, if you like to bet, you don't like to bet hockey, but you don't know it as much. Like there's lots of guys, lots of names. It's a little bit complicated to know the teams and stuff. So I get it.
Sure.
Totally get it.
Listen, I learned how to bet on cricket. He can learn how to bet on hockey.
That's funny. That's awesome.
All right, so here they are. No.
What?
Thank you. There we go. Sorry.
What?
All right, so this is the
there it is.
The 33-3 hockey lotto, save lotto.
The 3-3-3
rather. So you got Devon Levy, 33 plus. Marc-Andre Fleury, 33 plus. He plays for the Wild. Levy plays for the Sabres. Stuart Skinner, 33 plus, plays for the Oilers. And then Lucas Dostal, 33 plus, for the Anaheim Ducks. $3.33. Not that there's a theme there or anything. Pays out $199.52. The next one we got is the other lotto, the SOG lotto. Make it bigger so everybody could see it. We got William Nylander for 5 plus on the Leafs, David Pastrnak for 7 plus on the Bruins, Jack Hughes 6 plus on the Devils, Kyle Connor 5 plus on the Jets, and then I did Mikko Rantanen.
You added Connor. I didn't add Connor.
Yeah, he added Connor.
Yeah, I added Connor. You don't have to add Connor if you don't want. And then the other thing I was going to say was SPJ and BETZKY's did. You guys did McKinnon for 7, right, or 8?
8.
I did 8.
So they did McKinnon for 8 plus over the Mikko. And then this was our regular guy, which hopefully this is just some PODs that hopefully hit. We got Jeff Skinner for over 2.5 SOGs on Buffalo. Johnny Gaudreau over 2.5. He's on the Blue Jackets. This is not an SOG, my bad. Marc-Andre Fleury over 28.5 saves on the Wild, and Stuart Skinner over 28.5 saves on the Oilers.
Bang.
That's what we got.
Yeah.
Stoney, just so you know, bro, I'm putting a ticket of just 2 guys of Fleury and Skinner to have 40 plus saves each as a little cheeky 2 guys are for you
40?
and me. 40 each.
What are the odds?
Let me look. Hang on. This is not recommendations things, guys. This is just a little fun.
I will say you will not have to twist my arm very hard.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me pull it up. Hang on. Oh, I already pulled Skinner. Shit. It's plus 900 for Skinner for 40 plus. If you wanted to bet that individually, you can go all the way to the moon. You go 45 plus, it's like plus 2,000, I think.
You can go all the way to the moon.
Another little tidbit on Skinner saves. Both of the Avs-Oilers games have gone into overtime. So overtime equals more shots. So more shots, more saves.
So 40 plus for Fleury is plus 900 as well. So those together is plus 9,900.
Yeah, I'm in.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
When does it happen when we both come to the show where we have like ladder goalie saves plays that we like?
Right.
Never. So,
and season's winding down. So
yeah, exactly. I mean,
hey, you gotta have the fun now.
I hope they both regular lines hit. That means that we're chilling anyway. So these are just for a little bit of fun. But
exactly.
Beauty.
Cool.
All right, gents. Yeah.
I'm just going to put this on the screen one more time just to remind you guys. Thanks so much for giving the entries today. We appreciate you guys. Whoever gets closest to the amount of goals, what do we have? Like 10 entries? A little more than that at this point? About 8?
Yep. About 8. Yep.
Nice. If you guys get a chance to win this shirt, we will get in touch with you after the show. Is Jeff Skinner a decent pick?
We got Jeff Skinner SPJs.
Yes, he is my POD.
Yep.
Love to see it.
If you want real fast, you got like 10 seconds to give us a guess on how many goals will be scored tonight, Jay Perk, and you can get into the giveaway.
Total
the line
goals, grand salami.
64.5, right? Total goals in the NHL tonight.
64.5. So drop it in here. You got literally like 30 seconds. Maybe less. Come
We
on,
have
Jay Perk.
very small attention spans over here.
We believe in you, Jay Perk. I'll do this real fast before Betsky. Appreciate you as always, man. Thanks for being here.
No,
Thanks
love
a
it.
lot.
68. What a
It's gonna
guy.
be-
He came right
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Bang. Let's get it.
He prices right at all the 69 entries too.
He did.
I love
Just fucking
that.
block them.
Unbelievable.
I love that.
Bob Barker
Sorry.
is loving that. There was actually, I don't know if you guys remember this, but when we first, not Puckett, but it was back when it was just a normal show, and Z and I were doing a show, and I thought that Bob Barker was dead. Bob Barker is very much alive. But yeah, that's the second time in like 3 months that we've talked about Bob Barker. So crazy that the price is indeed right today.
Oh, man. Well, good stuff, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you again to Betting News for powering this up. Make sure you check them out on Twitter and on Twitch. BETZKY's, SPJ, Stone Bets. Always a pleasure. Make sure you're following everybody on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are right under our names here and everywhere. And we'll see you guys next week for the official playoffs.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's the most wonderful time of the year, guys.
Yes, sir. Everybody have a great night. And Stoney will see you tomorrow for Stoney Circle. And we will see you guys on Thursday for Betspresso. Peace.
See you guys.
Yeah.